There we go. Hey guys. Good afternoon. There we go. So I did go and clear out all the Spearow yesterday. So I have plenty of space in my in my boxes for the next 200. Good lord. Last night was a night. Dad went off to see his girlfriend, and I watched a video of this dude building a big old huge, like, fish pond at his place, and made dinner, and there we go. And was watching a swoop documentary and messing around on my phone. We got a freaking tornado warning, so I had to run over to the church. And ain't nothing like having to run over to a church to let you know how out of shape you are. Hey, Dragon, not too bad. Other than weather stuff last night, that kind of sucked. Had to go duck for cover at the church next door because we got tornado warnings. We didn't get anything. Mostly it's rain. But I hate it when we get them in at 8 o'clock in the evening when it's dark out. Yeah, it's that time of year though. We'll probably be over there at least one more time this year. We're usually over there at least twice. It's just part of spring. Gotta live with it. Spring rains and spring tornado warnings and spring temperature jumping up and down. And spring allergies. Can't forget the allergies. Yeah. Like, they don't really get tornadoes in, like, the northern part of the continent and stuff. It's mostly southern weather. Like, my state doesn't get hurricanes. Yeah. We will get, like, the rain off of a hurricane. But, you know, we don't get hit directly. We're too far in. It's not too bad where I live. We're kind of in a valley. There are enough, like, hills and mountains and stuff around us to break it up, so we don't generally get actual tornadoes. On occasion, we get, like, enough wind to pick up debris and stuff, but the mountains and stuff around us help break it up enough that it's more just bad storms than anything. Now I think Tornado Alley starts the next state over, and they get a ton of tornadoes. Still no shiny Spearow. I got the two shiny Rattata yesterday, but no shiny Spearow at ground level. No. This is my last day hunting for it as well. If I don't have it by the end of today, I'm just going to hatch one. Because it'll be faster. Hopefully it'll be faster. Okay, there's another bird. Yeah, sometimes you get them fast and sometimes you get them slow. It's just a slow hunt. It's how they go sometimes. Ah, nothing. Well, no, but you did transfer a bunch of Pokemon over yesterday. So that was still progress in your game, just not as much shiny hunting progress. Yeah, that's nice. That's not bad at all. All things considered. Okay, that spawn in was a Rattata. Hopefully you'll get it today, though. And if not it, I would take a shiny Nidoran of either gender. Because those are actually the next two, two things I need to hunt. Is I need two female Nidoran and then 3 male. Because I need a shiny Nidoran and Nidorina, then I need male Nidoran, Nidorino, and Nidoking, so... Yeah, that would be a little disappointing. Especially if the only way to shiny hunt fossils in this game is to literally go through and revive a bunch. Nice. I have a bunch of fossils in my inventory that I'll be reset hunting with later once I get to them. I'm only doing the first stages of Ammonite and Kabuto though. I'll be doing hunting for second ones of those in Sword and Shield. Okay, Nidoran spawned in. So there's like 3 Pokemon I can get in this game. I won't be hunting in this game. Oh, nice. But unless I come across it while hunting like Cubone and stuff, I won't be hunting shiny Kangaskhan either because it'll be in Legends ZA and I'd like to catch it in that game. So come here, bird. Aerodactyl is one of the, is one I don't have shiny. So I will be reviving his fossils as well. I think I have 50 old amber. I'm curious to how they're going to do the fossil Pokemon in ZA. Because in Legends Arceus, we hunted them through distortions. Nice. Fearless. Oh, I am too behind. I've not been paying a bit of attention. Hi, Rattata. Hello, other Rattata. I'll be so happy to get out of this area when I'm finished with Nidoran hunting. Though I guess to be fair, if I really wanted to, I could move over to around Mount Moon, because I think they spawn in front of it as well. Yeah. No buffalo winged bird. I'm not saying I need him right away, but sometime today would be nice, so I can get him and get him evolved and not have to worry about him no more. Not that I'm horribly worried about him now. Alright, new bird. Oh. It is nice and damp and cool outside. And all I want to do is curl up under a blanket and take a nap. Which is generally what rainy, gray days do to me, so there's nothing new. Don't need the Nidoran. I will take this fellow, though, if I can get to him before he goes over the ledge. I was sleeping so good this morning. Then the dog wanted up to go out, so I got up and let her out, and the cat wanted treats, so I had to get him treats, and I curled up back in bed for about 20 more minutes and got up and started doing. Had one of those nights last night where I had to contort my body around the animals just a little bit. Of course, generally Stella I can reach down and like pet her and then scoot her butt. 'Cause generally it's her rear end that's like laying in the way of my feet, and it's like, okay, I need foot space, and she just gives me this fine look and lets me push her around. If I annoy her too much, she gets down and goes and sleeps somewhere else. Oh yeah, I wake up at some point most nights with the cat curled up against my legs or my back or my side, you know, just depending on where he can get when he can get there. He likes laying between my knees. So if I'm laying any kind of way that, you know, creates a gap between my legs and I'm not just like laying straight, he comes and tucks himself in whatever little space is created. Like, I'm sleeping here now, and I'm like, yeah, I know. Then 5 minutes later, I gotta move to make myself comfortable. Need to see if I can find him one of those like big fluffy round cat beds. He would probably sleep in one of those. I mean, he absolutely likes his cat tree, even if it's not one of the like big huge ones. I laughed though, because he was at the windows by the desk last night looking at him like, one of these is open, I know they are. And it's like, you idiot. It's like the window at the head of the bed is cracked open. It's like, come over here, you doofus. and called him over, and it took him a minute, and he realized that it was the window over there that was open, and he's like, oh, okay, and he hunkered down and laid down. It's like, there you go. Oh yeah, pains in my butt, the both of them. I was still sitting outside when we got the tornado warning last night. It wasn't raining or anything yet, but I poked my head outside and it's like, get in the house. And give me this long suffering look and turned around and come up steps and come inside, and it's like, good, stay in here until the bad weather passes. So of course, after I meandered on home about an hour after going over to the basement, she barked at me when I came home, because I went around to the back because Dad left the light in the garage on, so I turned it off and walked around the back door and told her to hush, it was me, and she wanted out more or less immediately after I got home. Had to go see what was going on. Of course, she'll lay there and sleep through a storm if she manages to get comfortable enough. Storms don't generally bother her much. Hi, Jeremy. Yeah, Dad kept an eye on it on the news for me and called me when it was, okay, you give it 10-15 more minutes and you're good to go home. Okay, did you get any hail? Nothing big if we did get any. Oh, okay. Unless it causes damage or knocks something over, we're generally fairly okay with stormy weather. I mean, we don't get 6 feet of snow a year, but we make up for that in the spring storms, generally. Bird. Had to laugh earlier because Dad came home. He's like, we're doing burgers on the grill this evening. It's like, okay, Dad. That's fine. I think we're supposed to have a bit of rain here soon if it hits us. The neater end got me. There's too much purple on this route. Yeah, it is less annoying if you don't have to worry about sky spawns. Which, I've been ignoring them anyways. Okay, jumpy boy. Hello, Jay. I have so many Jay people who follow me. I have like 2 different Jeremys, and then there's like one Jeremiah. I have a James. I have so many J names. Eight times 77 divided by 4, I cannot do in my head. Also, is this your homework? Yeah. But it's such an annoying process going up and down that I don't do it. Jeremy, honey, is this your homework? Because if so, honey, I'm not doing it for you. I'm sorry. That defeats the purpose of you learning. Do your multiplication first. Do 8 times 77 and then divide it by 4. Oh, it's just funny because I have so many people who show up with J names. That's all it is. Like I said, I've got like 2 different Jeremys. I have a Jeremiah. I have a James. There's probably at least one other J name I'm forgetting. It's just a lot of J's. Good job. Just realized I asked you if that was your home. No, you're in the U.S. It's Saturday. Okay, yeah. Just testing my math skills. I have okay math skills. Generally, now, like, don't get me into algebra or anything. My math skills kind of die around algebra, but I do. Yours isn't a J name. Well, no. But out of followers I have that I talk to, like any with D names, it's you and then Dee Dee, who pops in for a couple of minutes before she like goes to bed to say hey. I killed it in like basic math before we started doing algebra, and then did okay in like pre-algebra, and then algebra hit and it just all goes over my head. I do not have an Australian accent. I am a American. I'm Southern American. I would like to go to Australia once to like visit though. That'd be fun. I did I got passing grades kinda. Like they weren't high passing grades, and then there was one class I had to retake in like summer school. I passed. I passed enough to get my diploma, but yeah, but math was not my forte after like middle school. Yeah, honey, I think that's a bit your imagination. Because in Australia, I am not. If I was in Australia, it would be evening. I would be in a time zone ahead of Dragon, actually. Look at all these birds. A little behind again, but that's fine. Oh, thank you. Oi, quit that. It's very much appreciated. Oof. Hmm. I love it. Dad came in from doing some work outside because it's supposed to rain, and he's like, I'm gonna miss my show last night. I'm gonna watch it right now. It's like, okay, you'll be asleep in like 20 minutes though. It's cold and rainy. Well, damp more than cold. Oh. Hey, at least you stay consistent. Honestly, at this point in time, I couldn't guarantee I could do any or like the biggest majority of the old algebra and stuff. I doubt I would come out of a math class now with anything close to the same grade as I used to get. Of course, to be fair, the only reason I passed math in the later years of high school is because I went for extra credit like literally every afternoon. So that is basically what kept my head above water when it came to math class. Oh, nice! Congratulations. Magmar's got a pretty good shiny. He's nice and pink. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I enjoyed English to like an extent. Of course, with in our high school, reading and language arts were smushed together. So so it was like half the class was English and half the class was actually no, my senior year it was just more reading class than language arts. Nope, come here, you. Oh, so many birds. Come here, dude. Ah. But yeah, Magmar's a good shiny. I want to say I actually think I got my first shiny Magmar in Legends Arceus. And then at one point in time I ended up with like two shiny Magby, I think, in one outbreak. That was fun. Yeah, the size effects are a little annoying. Of course, you play long enough and you just kind of learn to ignore them. Okay then. Nothing wrong with working on the decks. I'm filling in gaps for my shiny living decks right now. I'm gonna try and finish the biggest majority of Gen 1 before Legend ZA comes out. Which is my main shiny goal for the time being. The only ones I won't be hunting or breeding for are Pinsir and Kangaskhan. Because they have megas. Kangaskhan will be in Legend ZA. I'm not sure about Pinsir yet. More than likely, probably. But if he's not, I will have to breed for him in Brilliant Diamond. No, that's understandable. Yes, another lure, please. Just good luck with your working on your decks. Come on, orange winged. Well, regular Spearow, not orange winged though, sadly. Alright, another bird down. Nice. Good job. Now eventually I'm gonna have to go through here and do the stuff for the other 3 shiny home Pokemon. So I can get Meltan, Keldeo, and Manaphy for completing Pokedexes. Of course, an okay bit of that will be done with me just getting shinies from this game. Sticking them in home with everyone else. Nice. Well, we're kind of hoping that part of the reason they decided to go with shiny Meltan instead of a shiny Mew is that maybe in Gen 10 we might be getting a way to evolve it in-game. But yeah, congratulations on having one shiny from Go. Especially considering they, like, turn shiny odds on and off for that one. Dude, you're way back there. You get shiny Enamorous by depositing one of every Pokemon from Legends Arceus into Pokemon Home. This does not count Darkrai and Shaman. They don't count. Because they're tied to you having save game data from other games. And I actually did a living Alpha Dex in Legends Arceus, so that one was all ready to go as soon as the Enamorous event dropped. And then I also managed to get shiny Meloetta from Scarlet and Violet. But regular Enamorous you get in Legends Arceus. Because it's one of the Pokemon you have to catch them all so you can go face Arceus. I just ran away from that Spearow. Ah, well, that's fine. And it's funny though, because I still need the other three, and I have quite a ways to go to get all the Pokemon I need from the other 3 games. Well, this game and the other 2. But I'm also not in a huge rush to worry about it, because the events do not currently have an end date. Can I get another Spearow down here, please? Oh no! Hi, Pharaoh. Oddish is pretty small. There we go. There's a Spearow. Hopefully they are generally mobile enough. It should wander out of the grass eventually and you'll be able to see it easier. I broke my chain and didn't realize it. What'd I break the chain on? What did I catch that I... You find Enamorous in Legends EA. It's in the Crimson Mirelands after you catch the other gens. After you get Landorus, Tornadus, and Thunderous. I don't want to have to rebuild this chain. I don't want to rebuild this chain. Especially because it's not going to last the evening. Dang it. I'll go to 2100 like I originally planned anyways. I could, but it doesn't work that way. You have to keep catching Pokemon for the chain to continue. Because you have to, it's the new spawn in after you capture a Pokemon that continues the chain. That gets the 1 in 300 or 1 in 2 whatever chance. Now, I'll continue to my planned number, but this is also my last day hunting it, this way. So, if I don't get it, I don't get it. That just means I start breeding for it either Monday or next week. I guess I could technically start breeding for it today. It probably wouldn't take me 3 minutes. Okay, it might take me 5 minutes to stick a Spearow in a Brilliant Diamond. I really seriously do not want to restart this chain. Oh. Not that many to get rid of. Go sell some items. And I might be about to swap games over. I don't know yet. I was doing so good with that chain too, and then I got distracted. Oh, nice. Alright, let's get some more Pokeballs. I don't have anything set up for the overlay for breeding. Come here, bird. Just good job on the chain. Actually, my chain would have been higher, but I kept having to restart it because of, like, raids and stuff in Scarlet and Violet. Because them changing the raids every week instead of doing it, like, every 2 is just kind of kills my ability to keep a big, long streak going. I had a feeling you were going to do something else. I don't need to worry about anything other than catching birds at the moment. At least not till I get to 31? Yeah, 31. Keep thinking it's 36 chain for some reason. Nidorands, you guys are next. After a break. Was looking at a Steam last night before, and they're doing, one of their spring sale. And they have the second Nexamon game on sale for like $5. And I'm really tempted to get it, but I haven't even beaten the first one. I'm like a third of the way through it. I think I still haven't, and just never got around to beating it. Because I keep like distracting myself trying to level everything I catch up so it'll evolve. Coming home, Savannah. Never be alone, Savannah. Nah, stay. Alright, I have 11 birds. Which means they should start spawning more. Badink. Why am I badinking? Ah. One of those, have a group I'm in. It's one of those ones that every time someone streams, they're like, hey, I'm streaming, come watch. We're angry dudes. They're angry and I'm annoyed. Love it when you get the little size sparkle things up in the air, and for half a second it's just streaks up and down your screen. Click. Oh. Oh, there's another. Alright, halfway there. Or as close to halfway as you can be with an odd number, really. So I watched this video last night. Well, yesterday afternoon. This dude who built a big, pond. Just a custom pond for his, goldfish. Welcome back. And of course I'm watching this dude, you know, them excavate and dig out the hole for the pond and all that good stuff. And I'm sitting there and my brain's going, we want a goldfish pond? And it's like, no we don't. Like, we want a single fish tank with a dragonfish in it, or maybe a betta fish. Like, we don't want a goldfish pond. And then of course it made me think of the time my sister had goldfish and they got stupid huge in the tank, and is a joke. Oh, we're gonna go stick these goldfish in just a small pond they had next to their house, and the goldfish frickin' thrived in that small pond. So joke was on them. Hi, Dragonite. I have a shiny Magikarp, and I have not gotten to the point of shiny hunting Goldeen yet. It's in the list too. It is... One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. It is 11 Pokemon away from being hunted. I shiny hunt Goldeen after I do the trading for shiny Alolan Marowak. No, I'm talking about actual goldfish. But it would be cool to have like a little water feature in the backyard. Dad wants so bad to be able to do a little set of like waterfalls into a pond, because we have a fairly steep hillside there, but but we have a fairly, I mean, we can get up and down it, but it's still fairly steep little hillside. He wants so bad to have the money to be able to turn that into a water feature. Now, it'd be cool to have a built-in, you know, a man-made pond or with waterfalls and all that fun stuff. We would be invaded by frogs though, which would be no big deal. We already have lizards in summer. Not in real life. Now if I could buy a singular fish and it be okay and happy and healthy, then maybe, but goldfish apparently thrive more if they have groups. And I like fish enough. I don't like them so much that I want to end up needing like one of the big fish tanks. It's funny, we get we could always end up with a couple of like frogs and stuff in the water bowls for the dogs. And I feel so bad when I gotta chase them out, because usually it's frogs looking for a mate. And like, guys, you can't lay eggs in this water bowl. I'm sorry, you gotta go somewhere else. There's a pond across the road. Go that way. Now we have a little spot by our house that actually, when it like rains a lot, it turns into a little creek. And then of course, like I said, there's a good sized pond across the road, but that's about it. No, frogs don't care. I see them hopping across the yard every once in a while. I'll go outside to do something and they'll be just hopping along. It's like, go you. Every great once in a while we might get one in the house. I think the last time we did, I had to save it from the cat, because it's like, no, do not eat this. We took him outside and let him go. We get turtles and stuff too. Every once in a while we'll get like a big old snapping turtle at the end of our driveway. Those guys we generally don't mess with past a certain size, but if they're small enough, we'll take a shovel and scoop them up and like deposit them on the other side of the road. Think more Choodle or Dreadnought. You don't mess with snapping turtles. We have like box turtles and stuff as well. It's nice though. We don't mind critters. We have a neighbor who has a couple beehives. So when we start putting out sugar water for the hummingbirds, like in spring and fall, we have to we fill up a little pie tin with like marbles and stuff and put enough water in it that the bees will leave the hummingbird feeders alone. Well, yes, they're animal based because a couple years ago we first started doing hummingbird feeders again. The bees were crawling up into the hummingbird feeder and like literally drowning themselves to get to the sugar water. Like, literally, we had, like, a hummingbird feeder that was half full of just drowned bees, and it's like, we gotta figure this out here, Dad. So we started leaving him a pan of sugar water out, and Dad would set, like, a Coke bottle or something over by it so the bright color would attract them, and significantly less bees drowning themselves in the hummingbird feeders. I felt so bad for them. It's like, no, it's like, guys, don't do this. Stop. It's like, I can't do anything to help you because you're swarming around this thing. I don't want to get stung. But, we don't mind bees. We the wasps are a different story. Oh my god, the wasps. I'll have Dad in here at least 2 or 3 times over the summer and fall. It's like, Dad, I'm not tall enough. Come kill this wasp. Had a day, not last year, but year before, I was cleaning the cabin I work at during the proper season, and it was just one of those days where they weren't wasps. We think they were hornets, where I must have killed 14 or 15 hornets inside the cabin. And I hate wasps and hornets and stuff. I like literally cringe inwards and duck down when I know they're around. Yeah, oh, the owners, we found a couple of dead. It's like, yes, you found a couple of dead hornets. You know why you found a couple of dead hornets? Because I killed a couple and lost track of them and was not brave enough to go look for them. Like, guys, there were literally a dozen hornets in your cabin. Do you know how many of those I killed? No, Vespa Queen is meant to be a queen bee. Beedrill are actually probably based a bit more off of wasps than Vespa Queen and Comb Bee are. Alright, another bird. Actually, Beedrill are probably would be more hornet coated than wasp coated. Hi, Ratata. Oh, no. Okay. The earlier Pokemon designs are funny like that. I mean, Eevee's obviously a fox, but the way they're coded kind of in-game is dog-coded, because they're a reference to people selectively breeding. Excuse me. Hi, Ratata. But no, Beedrill is like 4 feet tall and I would die. Like, as much as I know is you can be its best friend by playing a few games with it and feeding it some treats. Oh my god, it's a giant wasp. No. Beedrill is low-key a B horror movie monster. Giant wasps from outer space or some BS. Now I kind of want to watch a Tremors movies. Tremors or Lake Placid. Hi, Nidoran. You gonna hop again? There we go. I had a laugh last night. I've been considering getting my head shaved, the sides of my head shaved, which is what I usually do, but generally when I do that I trim the rest of my hair as well, so it's all kind of short. But I've been thinking about letting the top section grow back out again, so it'd be long. I had a freaking dream about that last night. It was funny. Like, okay, apparently I know what's been on my mind the past few days. Because it was also one of those magical dreams. Yeah, we can side shave your hair and the rest of it can grow out long. And of course, they side shaved my head. And okay, hobby boy, that side shaved my head and it's a dream. So, poof, my hair is magically long afterwards. And very poofy. Which my hair is thick enough it does get a little poofy, but not so generally when it's shorter as opposed to longer when the weight holds it down. Yeah. I do kind of miss being able to braid it now. I've been cutting it short for probably the past 6 or 7 years, so it is probably about time for me to be ready for it to be long again. I don't think we got any rain from what Dad said we were supposed to get. It might have sprinkled a little bit. The sidewalk looks a little wet, but I don't think we got anything heavy. There's Nidoran's. Jesus. You'd think I had a different chain going on with how many Nidoran and stuff are popping up. Alright, let's go despawn some children. Yeah, sorry guys, I don't need you. I need this right here. Alright. I think my plan might be to just do this chain up to 150. Maybe, we'll see. I don't know yet. Another thing that sucks is having to redo this doesn't even guarantee me any better shiny odds, dang it. Ding. I don't know, who knows, maybe we'll get lucky. There we go. Are we actually gonna see a little bit of the sun, maybe? Probably not. Clouds out there still look pretty thick. You have to go talk to Cognita again after you catch the Landorus, Thunderous, and Tornadus. And then she will pop up there and then meander off to the Crimson Mirelands. And then she's in one of the bog areas with the pools of water. I can't quite remember which one off the top of my head. I think it's that first one. The one you end up with if you just follow the first area down. Welcome back, Dragon. You haven't missed anything. Oh, what a hit. Oh, nice, a Spearow. So I have an aunt, and she's moving out of the house she currently lives into, and just into something smaller because, you know, she's an older lady and she doesn't need the house she has now. She doesn't feel like she needs all the space and stuff. So she's got a little place next to another one of my aunts. And it's just a small house. It's not quite a tiny house, but it's a smaller house. And Dad's put in steps for her, and there's a little bit of plumbing that needs fixed, but the biggest thing there is that they need flooring. So they went and got some snap-lock. And Dad looked at me, he goes, "They got snap-lock flooring." He goes, "How much you want to bet it's gray?" Looked at him and laughed. It's like, probably. But that's like every time Dad has to do snap-lock flooring for someone, it's like, is it gray? Because we're both sick and tired of the gray fad that's 4 years out of date now, and everybody wanting like gray flooring and stuff. But it's become a joke. It's like, what color is it? Is it gray now? Well, we won't actually know. Probably for the next couple of days. Hopefully she went with something actually like oak or pine or something with a bit more color. There's nothing wrong with gray. It's just gray with neutral tones were such a big thing that we're both sick and tired of neutral tones. Excuse me. I cannot see through you. What, are you mad I closed windows? Look, it was windy and damp and cold out. Like, my uncle had my grandma's house renovated, and like every wall inside that house is a different shade of gray. The cat don't care. Every wall in that house is a different shade of gray. The flooring is gray. It's like, this is too much gray. Like, I have nothing against well done neutral colors, but don't be a sad beige mom. Or I guess in this case it's a sad gray mom. What? What? Are you mad I closed all the windows? I'm sorry. I know you like them open to stick your nose into and look out of, but it was cold. Here, come on, I'll crack the window over here open for you a little bit. Give me just a second. Come on, I got you. There you go. Go lay in your window. I ain't got nothing for you. It's not time for food yet. Pin pin. Pin pin. Pin pin. He thinks he needs stuff. Attention, mostly. I'm not scratching your butt. You can forget it. I'm not scratching your butt. He likes to start you off at his head or on his back and meanders his way forward so you're eventually scratching his butt. You know, the spot right above his tail. But no, I looked at Dad and said, Dad, we ever managed to get the trailer down here and get started renovating it? It's like, I want to do like mahogany wood or something in like my bedroom, the kitchen, and the master bathroom, and then the rest of the house can have a nice light colored flooring. It's like no more gray. Oh yes, he does. We have a brush that my sister gave me for Stella that he figured out the other day. He can like rub his face against it and stuff, so now every once in a while it's in the floor with him and he's just rubbing his face and stuff against it. It's like, okay. Like you go for it, Bubba. Oh, I need to get him a new scratching pad here eventually. Get him those big ones from Walmart. If we were at a point in time where we were using more cardboard, I'd just make him one. No, he don't need much grooming generally. He does a good job of himself. I run a brush over him every once in a while to get any little tangly spots or anything out of his fur. At some point in time, I'd like to get one of those little steam brushes. You know, just because they help collect fur and stuff so much easier. For him and Stella, that'll have to wait till I got the money for it. They're not horribly expensive. Like, I found one that's like $20 or so. But right now, I just don't really have $20 I can safely spare. Would you get in the ball? Yeah, cats are pretty self-efficient. Like, you're not supposed to bathe them unless they get into something just, like, really nasty. Like, I don't think he's had a bath since... I want to say he got something in his fur once, but we just took a washcloth to him and got it out. But he hasn't had a pick him up, put him in the bathtub / sink kind of bath since we got him, more or less. Other than the once, I want to say, oh, it was chalk. Dad bought a basket in that he'd had some chalk line in, I think. So there was red chalk dust in the basket, and it's a basket, so he laid down in it. Quit hopping over my Pokeball, dang it. Yeah, I mean, you can bathe your cats. You're just not supposed to do it often because you wash the oil and stuff out of their fur. And we have dog and cat shampoo in the bathroom. We had a big white cat that he used to get baths about once every 2-3 months. And it was always funny because he knew when it was going to happen because the dogs would get a bath first. Yeah, I think they do enjoy it a little bit. It's just, the kind of the rubbing and the getting loved on, and, you're scratching them to get the work the shampoo in their fur. It's like Stella gives me the big old sad, long suffering eyes every time she gets a bath, but she don't fight me or anything when I'm rubbing the shampoo or Dawn or whatever into her fur. So imagine it's very much, they do feel better after it happens, feel nice and clean. What? Yeah, I'm talking about you. Can you smack you in the head? Can you smack you in the head? Come here, smack you in the head. Stella gets in and out of the bathtub fairly well on her own. Every once in a while, I have to pick her up and put her in one. Come here. Over here. You know how this works. You want my love and affection? You come to this side and you don't stand in front of my TV screen. You'll live, I promise. You're not starved. You get fed between 3 and 4 just about every day. It is not 3, nor is it 4. You ridiculous boy. It's so funny though. Stella gets in and out of a bath by herself pretty easy, but if I take her to the groomers to get her like glands cleaned and her nails trimmed and her ears cleaned and stuff. The second that door opens, she turns around and she's ready to go. Pin gets in the bath easy enough himself, but he also likes drinking out of the faucet. If we put it on like a slow drip for him, so to be fair though, some cats do actually like water. Of course, I always laugh. I can go to dry Stella off with a towel after I give her a bath, and it's, oh my god, I have to get out of here. You're killing me. Mom, open the door. Let me out into the rest of the house so I can go roll on all the furniture. But if I go after her with a towel after she's been outside in the rain, she stands there and lets me dry her off perfectly still. It's like, yeah, I see where your priorities lie. She's a character, so's the cat. No. You would need them at research level 10 for, the shiny charm. But you just have to have caught them. Okay, then that worked out. Yeah, that's for Arceus. Oh, what I run into. I figured it was the Rattata. You think? Yes, it's for Arceus, honey. You can't get Enamorous in any other game right now other than Arceus. I don't think you could get it in Pokemon Go. I'm not actually certain. I don't pay enough attention to Pokemon Go. Just as far as I'm aware, they shouldn't have to be at research level 10. I can't give you a concrete yay or nay on that because after I caught them, I went and upped their research level to 10 anyways, so I could have the shiny charm. Also, their legendaries, doing the research to level 10 isn't very hard for legendaries generally, because you can only catch one. Oh, nice. You know what? Honestly, it might not hurt to just go with a single terabyte memory card. Switch games are pretty compact. Like, I have a 250? 200, it's like 220 or something gig card, and while yes, I'm low on room on it now, I have quite a few games downloaded. I should have just enough space left on my Switch for Legend ZA and Fantasy Life I. And if not, there's a couple of games I've just never touched that I wouldn't mind deleting. Actually, now I'm curious. Yeah. Oh, it doesn't tell me how much it was left on my card. Yeah, I have 7 gigabytes left on my card and 22 gigabytes left on my system. Well, here, hold on. This is everything I have. Sword. Sword, Mario, I think I deleted Spearow, and Let's Go Pikachu are literally the only ones I do not have downloaded digitally. So if you're just going for Pokemon games, you should actually be perfectly fine just getting a 1 terabyte but whichever you want, whichever is cheaper. In the end, it is your choice. But unless you're just planning on getting a ton of games digitally, then you should be fine with smaller memory card. Of course, to be fair, I was considering getting a new card for mine, but seeing how the Switch 2 comes out probably end of this year, I won't be. But I was just considering going up to the next one, which is like 500 and something gigs. Because let's face it, 90% of what I play is Pokemon. Go away, Nidorands. Almost infinite memory. Well, with the Switch 2 coming out, I don't know if memory cards would be transferable that way. Yeah, okay, it might not hurt. I say, because if you can get the Switch 2 and, re-download your games, or just stick your memory card in and then re-download and have the save data transfer, it might actually be worth getting a bigger memory card. Ding! I am curious to see the starting stats for the Switch 2, memory wise and stuff. Oh, okay, then go finish the entries in the Pokedex. Get them to level 10. Yeah, but not everything automatically saves to the cloud server. I don't think I have anything saved to the cloud server myself. Well, yeah, it'll be more than the Switch. I'm just curious to see, how many gigs of storage they'll have on it. Because my PlayStation 2, when I got the one with 500 gigs of memory. Because I think I got mine right before they released the one with the terabyte of memory in it. So I'll be curious to see, if they've upgraded it to 50, if they've managed to upgrade it to 100 gigs of memory, if it'll be 200 gigs of memory. I'm curious to see the improvement. It probably will be. Said it's mostly just curiosity now for what changes and stuff they're gonna make. I do know that when it comes to Animal Crossing New Horizons, my save file is just going to stay on this Switch. Because apparently that's just a big annoyance to transfer over. Whew. Alright, new bird. April 2nd will be fun. Because we're going to have people either, oh, this is horrible, and then the other people who are like, oh, this is the best thing since sliced bread. Then you have people like me who are like, oh, look, a new Switch. Neat. Sure, I'll take a PS4 powered console that I can carry around in my hands. That's not a Steam Deck that costs like $600. Nothing against a Steam Deck. I'm just poor. Oh no, no! It'll be a good long while before they shut down the Switch servers. Because I actually imagine that unless they're just entirely different, the Switch servers and the Switch 2 server will probably coexist for a good 3 or 4 years. However long it takes them to finally make the full convergence over to Switch 2 from the first Switch. And that's games, for them to stop making games for both systems or whatever. Because, I mean, it took them, what, six years to shut down the 3DS servers and stuff? So I'm not worried about that being anytime soon. Yeah. We got my niece a Switch Lite for Christmas about the year after they came out, I think. Or the Christmas after they came out. Looked at my sister and went, "Hey, if you'll go half and half with me on this, we'll get her a Switch for Christmas." And we cleaned a big house and earned a killer paycheck the week it took us to clean that big house, so she got a Switch and a bunch of games and stuff for Christmas that year. It was fun. I wrapped everything, put it all in a box, numbered the 2 or 3 things in it, and then put all that in a box and wrapped that box. So she had one box she had to unwrap, and then sitting on the top of the box, was the Switch, so she'd open it first. And then underneath it was 3 games, a case, and like a bunch of stickers. Because we got her Let's Go Eevee, she got Pokemon Sword, and she got Minecraft as games for her Switch. And then I had all the Shield version exclusive Pokemon bred, and so I had an egg for each one so I could trade them over to her game after she got through the tutorial. Her mom was going to get her a $20 Nintendo card so she could get Nintendo Online, but that one didn't happen, which was no big thing. Well, at the point in time when we got her the Switch, the only Pokemon games out for it were Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee and Sword and Shield. This was before the DLC and stuff dropped as well. I don't know if she ever ended up getting any more games for it herself or not. Oh, it's generally cheaper if you do it yearly. Like, I had mine done doing 3-month payments at a time at first, and then I looked at how much a year was, and it was like $20, and it's like, oh, I can manage that. Of course, right now I'm on the expansion plus just because I wanted to play Pokemon Snap really bad. That's understandable. But once my Nintendo, it goes to reset next year, I'll be going back down to the cheaper option. Because I do not play a lot of the the system games. Oh, for Stadium, I would say they don't have Coliseum on it. On the plus. Hello, Seka. Now, if I want to do Stadium, I have a Nintendo 64. I can hook it up and play Stadium on my TV. But I needed I needed the N64 games for Pokemon Snap. I knew what you meant. Actually, no, the general idea for I had for doing Stadium is using the Rumble Pack and playing Blue and building a team there, and then going through the Elite Four and stuff in Stadium with the team I'd build in Blue, and then doing something similar for Stadium 2. I did okay. It took me a few tries to get past Team Rocket. So I don't like the rental Pokemon. I know they're there to make it harder, but their move selections and stuff kind of suck. I would choose my own Pokemon's movesets, please, and thank you. Oh, God. I would play Pokemon Pocket, but, it trips out my phone. Every time I go to open a booster pack, it, has a major glitch. So, I have to, restart it every time I want to do a booster pack. Now look here, you little cuss. Get in the dang ball. What an Alakazam with Psychic. But you go look through them and frickin' Kadabra has Psychic. We managed to beat the Master Cup, the level 100 cups with a rental team. We managed to do that one, but with for the Elite Four, it was always the Pokemon team I had from my blue. Freaking Lance and his stupid Dragonair that knows rap. Oh my God. Lance was the ultimate staller in that game. Yeah. I don't think Dark Pulse came out until Gen 3, maybe Gen 4. So I want to say, like, we didn't get a ton of, like, Dark and Steel type moves in Gen 2. Dark Pulse might have been a Gen 2 move. But I don't remember using it until later generations. Yeah, I think Focus Blast was a later gen move as well. Oh, the Spearow at the top of my screen. Because you get so used to like how big and expansive the move pool has become, having 9 generations, you forget how tiny the move pool was for gens 1 and 2. Like, you didn't have generally unique moves for like legendaries until generation 2. Like Aerial Blast for Lugia and Sacred Fire for Ho-Ho, I think were the first two legendary specific moves. I don't even remember if Kyogre and Groudon got their own special moves in Gen 3. I don't think they did. Alright, let's despawn some critters. No, Mew did not. Mew's thing was that it could learn every move. No, like... But no, it didn't have a special move. At least not in the earlier generations. Mewtwo didn't have a special move. It doesn't now. None of the legendary birds did. The legendary dogs didn't. Celebi might have, but you couldn't really get Celebi in the earlier generation games. Yeah, but Water Spout and Sacred Sword are moves other Pokemon can learn, so they're not like Pokemon exclusive. Like, I think the only other way you can get Sacred Fire in a battle is if you metronome it. It's like a Judgment being singular to Arceus, Spatial Rend for Palkia and I don't remember Dialga's special move, but yeah. It's funny when you sit down and think about all the progress the Pokemon games and stuff has made, like all the differences. Yeah, that's probably right. I'd never really used Latias or Latios in a battle, so I couldn't say for sure. But that might be a well, at the time it might have been a Pokemon specific move. I don't know if it would be anymore though, because I feel like I've seen it on other Pokemon. Hi, Nidoran. Probably. Because they are Dragon Psychic. Oh, look, another bird! But I know Pikachu was probably the first Pokemon to get its own special kind of signature move with Volt Tackle. Of course, that was also one of those things you couldn't get unless you had, that specific event Pikachu with the specific item, so it didn't really matter. Can I have another bird, please? Was it available to all electric types? I could have swore, though, that to begin with it was like only on Pikachu. It might have been a move you could breed to other electric types that they could learn, but I think it was specific at first to Pikachu because it was an event Pokemon you had to get. Actually, I think it's still kind of a Pikachu exclusive move, even if other Pokemon can learn it. Because you have to get a Pikachu that knows it. Now I'm curious. Volt Tackle. Let's see. Game descriptions. Learned by move 2. No, it looks like only Pikachu and Pikachu can do it. Let me check Bulbapedia. Signature move of Pikachu's evolutionary line. It can be upgraded to Z move. No, only the Pikachu line can learn Volt Tackle. And it is event Pokemon bound, mostly to like the Hat Pikachu And then special Pikachu done in like other generations. A Pichu in one. Yeah. Well, it was an anime tie-in move, so you know. Like the Bond form Greninja we mostly got it because it was an anime tie-in. Arceus, you're coming off the thing there, my dude. I mean, you could probably build a Pokemon, maybe not so much a Pikachu, but probably a Raichu up around to make Volt Tackle work. The Greninja was pretty cool. And I think it's fun though, because if I'm not mistaken, if you got the one from the demo, it had its original trainer listed as Ash. I think mine's sitting in Pokemon Home. Are you content with the world, Bubba? Did you find the open window? That could work. It took me a minute there to puzzle out what word that thing was blinking out, and yeah. Oh. Oh, and I get off later. I gotta build me a Pokemon to go up against the 7-star Quackaball raid. It's so funny. I got a friend who there's a contrary Malamar built, you know, just for the purpose of wrecking certain abilities, and she's like, "Oh, what a shame! Wouldn't it be contrary?" It's like, yes, bring your Malamar. We'll fit ourselves in around you. Excuse me. You just flapped your wings at me. I'm leaving this battle. Yeah. Everything's just gonna spawn under my feet now, I guess. The 7-star raids are pretty fun. I got a group of friends that I do them with. So I'm not like hopping just into random raids with randos. So I do that on occasion as well to test builds. The 7-star raids are a nice challenge. And then on occasion you just get one that's just an asshole. Had one of those with, I want to say the 7-star Meganium. we just could not beat the one that was spawned in on my game, so in a moment of, okay, but what if we switched over to someone else's raid and got it right away? Thought it was funny. Yeah. I'm generally mostly damage when I do raids. Like, hey, I'll do a weather setup or set up a shield or something if they need me to, but generally I'm just damage. Okay, I feel like my spawn rate here has decreased. Did I accidentally not do a lure a couple of minutes ago? Apparently not. There we go. Every time, I swear to God. I have a joke with my friends that eventually I'm going to build a speed skeleturge. But mostly it's a joke based on that that little video of like the waitress in Australia dragging the Komodo dragon or Gila monster or whatever it was out of the diner by its tail and then it running off. Because, you know, she finally set its feet back down and off it run. And the funny thing is, I actually have a Fuecoco sitting in my Scarlet save file that has a personality that would be good for speed stats. Love Skeleturge. They're such nice tanks. Probably. I couldn't tell you. It's been forever and a day since I looked at it. But it had good EVs when I hatched it and like a personality for speed. So I kept it. I just haven't done anything with it yet. It might, like I said, it might be timid. I don't quite remember off the top of my head. And if it's not a preferable nature, it's not like I don't have a bunch of mints I can use to swap it. Oops. Hi, Bob. Bob, I've had no luck with this chain. Also, I broke it earlier, so... and still haven't had any luck, even after getting the chain built back up. There we go. There's a new bird. Skeleturge is a special attacker. It has a move called Torch Song that every time you use it, it increases your special attack. So a lot of people tend to run it with Throat Spray, which also increases your attack. Skeleturge is the evolved form. But yeah, Fuecoco's a special attacker, I think. Or you generally want to build it to be a special attacker. It's baby, so I think it kind of evens out. You're fine. Fuecoco is the little red dude you can see in the corner of my camera. I'm trying to point at it, but it's not quite working. Hello, crocodile. Oh, there we go. They're in the background. Or, for a better look, it is. It's this dude. There's not a thought going on in his head. Yes. They turn into quite the tank when they evolve. I love my dumb crocodile. Fuecoco's adorable, but like the entirety of the fandom agrees that they're probably dumb as a box of rocks. Maybe I'll do that later after I get my Spearow built. Sit down and build my speedy crocodile. Alligator. No, he's a crocodile. Dude, the trainer's a 10-year-old. You come up with good songs when you're a 10-year-old. They're probably better in Japanese. But I don't know Pokemon names in German. I mean, you can give it a try, but, I can't guarantee I'll get it right. Yeah, that's all of them. No, they're not to Skeletor yet. That's probably going to be sometime in the next season of the anime. Why do I have so many Nidoran? I didn't even make it that far in. I think I made it to like episode 12. Okay, Bob, if we're playing this game, you at least gotta give me the gin so I can make a more educated guess. I'm gonna guess Scraggy. I don't know why, but just because. Also, I think we've played this game before. Oh, nothing about whether or not it was good. I mean, I enjoyed the episodes I watched. I'm just bad about, about finishing things. Like, if it's a. I gotta be really, really into it to sit down and watch, like, an anime that's more than 15, 16 episodes a season. But if it's really good, I will sit down and, like, binge watch the whole thing. Gen 1, Pidgey? Because you can't do the German name now and be like, oh, guess which Pokemon there is. There's over 1,000 of these guys now, dude. You gotta give me at least a fighting chance here. Oh, nice. Yeah, there's a lot of Pokemon. I mean, there's not, as much as like there is of One Piece, but Pokemon has a good long run. Squirtle? Get in the ball, dang it. Yeah, I've considered on occasion, if not going through and like rewatching the entirety of the Pokemon anime, just going through and rewatching a bunch of my favorite episodes. You could have been shiny. There. Do I need to make another guess, Bob? I guess Squirtle, and you've not gotten back to me yet. I don't know if that's a lag between me seeing and you hearing or not. Hi, Vero, that I can't see. Well, I mean, there's not much to keep up with other than Ash's journey. I mean, yes, Pokemon Chronicles is a thing, but they hop around trainers. They don't, like, spend 6 episodes following Misty around. And then there's the little mini-series with Alon and stuff, but that's about it, really, other than, Horizons and some of the stuff in Journeys where they follow Go around. Hi, Nidoran. Yeah, Origins is fun. Origins is also just 4 episodes long. It's a mini series. Though, Evolutions, Paldean Winds, Twilight, Hisuian Snow, those are fun to watch. Generations, the YouTube miniseries they do. The Poketoons are fun to watch as well. Most of those are in Japanese. I'm gonna say Crobat. Oh, Twilight Wings? Yeah, Twilight Wings is pretty good. I like the tie-in episode they did to add when they released Isle of Armor and Crown Tundra. Ouch. Of course, to be fair, I like any of the little shorts where they do like a montage of stuff. Now, my favorite episode from what is Generations? From the one where they just did one episode for each gen. Actually, I think that was Evolutions. Was definitely the Ekritique City Kimono Girl show where they talked about the Burn Tower and like Lugia and stuff. Hi, Jeremy. I hope you had fun at the B-Day party. Uh, Either Spinnerack or Ariados. I'm probably gonna say Spinnerack, given the rack at the end of its name. Okay, let's go catch another bird. Also, I really like the Suicune episode in Gen 2. For as much as we got to see Suicune. His freaking Usain being annoyed that apparently Ash and his friends saw Suicune and they were unworthy, dang it. He wants to see Suicune. Yeah, that'd be nice. They'd have to do that with Gen 9 or 10. You give up? Okay, fine. You can give up there, Bob. I was always a little sad we didn't get a proper Galar anime. Yeah. Well, I'm talking about Johto. Because I really would have liked to have seen like what team of Galarian Pokemon and stuff they'd have given him. I'd have liked to have seen which starter they'd have given him. Because I had a theory that they were at the point where they were going to rotate back around to Grookey. To Ash having a grass type is like the main starter he gets from that region. No, I don't have 2020 shinies on my shiny counter. I have 2089 Spearow encountered on my shiny counter trying to get a shiny Spearow. Yeah, Go had all three, but yeah, it would have been similar to his team in Journeys. But I feel like he'd have had something other than Dragonite at least. And he probably wouldn't have had Lucario. Because, Megas aren't the thing, and Lucario's main reason for being there was to fill the Mega slot in his team. He could have had Gengar, of course. That would have actually maybe been a fun way to have reintroduced his old Haunter, but, him getting the abandoned Gengar and giving it a loving trainer is a good storyline too. They could have done that either way. Yeah, it was very weird seeing Ash not end up with at least one starter from Galar. Almost at 2000. I'm not to 2200. I'm not going to 2200. If I don't get this thing by like 2101, I'm stopping this hunt and breeding for it starting Monday or Monday after. I'm not certain. Well, yes, Pikachu never changes. Pikachu's the mascot. Pikachu is almost a Clefairy. Jesus. I do like, though, that they did give him a Lucario. Yeah, but I don't count the first batch I hunted to get the first one. That's why it's separate counts. Okay, I'm probably just gonna go to 150 in the encounters in a game. I'm not gonna lie, I wanted him to have a Rio lose so bad in Sinnoh after the, after Lucario and the Mystery of Mew. I'm offended that they made us wait, like, 5 more, generations before they gave him one. No, it's 4 more generations. That was Gen 8. You guys made us wait forever to give Ash one of the most Ash-coded Pokemon there is out there. There we go. Yeah, the wait was pretty worth it. I have so many birds. Quit it. Of course, there was always that Pokemon in, you know, every season that you wanted him to get and he just didn't catch. I'm a firm believer at some point in time that boy should have had an Arcanine. Of course, Gary had an Arcanine, so they wouldn't do it, but... I don't know. It's just a list of non-copyrighted songs. If you'll give me a second, I'll give you the name of the song and you can look it up if you'd like. Let's see here, what song are we to? 322. Let me check the list here. Okay, I might not be able to check the list. They don't have this time stamped. It's a list of the songs, but they're not time stamped, so you know when the song is. Maybe someone in the comments did it. Nope. What was the name you wanted me to look for? Amy Lee? Let me see. I am not seeing an Amy Lee in the authors row, so I really couldn't tell you. I'm sorry. And like I said, it doesn't give me a song name, and they don't have timestamps, so you can look up which song you're listening to, so I couldn't tell you. If you want to try and figure it out yourself, I have the... Oh wait, you're on Twitch. I was about to say, I have the... I have the, link to the video I'm using in my YouTube. On the YouTube, information thing. Oh, considering this is non-copyrighted music done by, like, just various kind of indie singers and stuff, probably not. Might be somebody who does a very good impression of her, though. Alright, almost finished with this hunt. Quite literally. Gravity pulled you straight down. Alright, I'm gonna catch 2 more just to get the chain and this up to 150. Yeah, I can understand maybe why they didn't let him catch Cosmog. And I know in Masters they encounter Latias and Latios, and like Latios just kind of maze him is a sign that he still has a way to go, you know, before he's good enough. But yeah. Like Nurse Joy was good enough for Latios or Latias. I don't quite remember which one. It's like, let's give the chosen one here a legendary he can have on his team other than Melmetal. Not that there's anything wrong with Melmetal, he just left it in Alola. Along with all of his other Alolan Pokemon. Houndour. Houndour's another Pokemon I wish he had caught. From the one episode in Johto where he, like, makes friends with the one trying to take care of its sick packmate. Alright, that's 150. Nope. I didn't even get another Spearow spawn in. Okay, that is that for this hunt. I'll be hunting them via breeding either this Monday or next Monday. I'm not certain. I might take a break in place of the guild this next week. I'm not sure. Dragon, as always, thank you for sitting and chatting with me. Hopefully, I'll see you Monday. I hope the rest of your evening goes well and that tomorrow's a good day for you, too. Bye bye.